In a challenge that can only be described as unnecessary, we work towards the legend rank as we attempt a Hearthstone Nuzlocke, where the only rules are, there are no rules. Except, of course, these rules. The wheel will randomly select our deck. On a loss, the deck is removed from our list. If we upgrade from bronze to silver, we get to choose one of our decks to come back to our list, and we need to try to get as high rank as possible in the month of February before we run out of decks. Let's get into it. Hello, Snugglebugs. Welcome to today's Nuzlocke randomizer, if you will, challenge, where we are going to see what deck we're starting first. We are down to 16 out of 22 decks in total, so not the worst, but not the best. Now, Shadow Druid is a bit of an interesting one, because it was actually nerfed after I had made the list decisions, and is that we wanted to, and I just realized my wheel is still up, is that we wanted to pick decks based on what we liked at the time and stick with it. We didn't put in any rules about changing it. I thought about adding rules about changing it if cards were nerfed or buffed or whatever the case may be, but we decided against that. You know, I do like Crystal Cluster, especially if this is like Elemental Shimmery Shaman, a little Shimmery Shake. Crypt Keeper, this is one of those cards that isn't really as strong anymore, but due to the change in was it Shadow Reflections? Anyway, let's just play this out first. Here's we can take Crooked Crook. Sure. It was the card that draws and gives you this one. Yes, discover a minion from your deck and it restores health instead of giving you armor, which makes the Crypt Keeper a little bit worse. But like, here's an example where if we don't take any damage, we should be able to play the Crypt Keepers for free next turn anyway. And then being able to follow it up with double Crooked Crooks to draw and refill our hand. Darn. Oh wait, it didn't do damage to face. Yeah, this should still be good. We're losing one of our Crooked Crooks. And we might save this. We don't have the armor. We'll just hero power this down. Because next turn we can Crooked Crook, like I mentioned, and we can start using that to draw in from our deck. Now we are playing against an Elemental Shimmery Shaman, and admittedly they had a slow start. I mean, that's pretty good, but presumably, again, we can actually hero power that down, which is pretty fantastic. Crooked Crook, punch face for 8 already, which is actually pretty strong. And draw. Nice. Very good. More draw power, still draw power. It's looking alright. Our opponent did terrible. Well, again, they're getting all the rush stuff is definitely beneficial for them. But I think because we want to hit face, let's do this spell here. Draw. Ooh, Crystal Cluster, I think I saw. Yeah. Good, good. Another little 1 mana. You know what? Let's just go with the Naval Mine. Right? That way if they do some kind of OTK shenanigans. And I could use Planted Evidence, but we won't get the benefit from it. So I think I'll just save it. Next turn we can Crystal Cluster, which effectively puts us to 10 because we'll gain 3, and then the next turn we'll get... Again, pretty good defense when you really think about what they're doing. But overall, I think we just Crystal Cluster, punch them in the face. Now, thing here is we don't actually do 3 damage anymore, so the Crooked Crook doesn't go off, but we're at 10 mana. We have ENR. Okay. We could try to get Yogg with our aquatic form. I mean, ooh. Shadow Reflections isn't great. We'll take the Topior, though. Maybe I should have saved this till I had Shattered Reflections, but this is okay. Refresh Mana Crystals. Cha-cha-cha. Do we want to do... No, we're just gonna... There's the Yogg. Maybe we should have... Ooh, Naga Giant's good, too. But I kind of like Yogg. Just for the sake that we can try to take control of something eventually. I will punch. Bam. They can, in theory, trade into ENR here. And then they'll get double something down. But they'll need, like, taunt. We don't have any direct damage, I guess, without drawing something good with Planted Evidence, though, I guess. That's pretty good. So I can trade into this. If we get them down to 5, Like, if they leave this up. I wonder if Yogg is worth it here. Okay, they're actually freezing us, so Yogg won't do anything. Might plant at evidence first. Dredge is probably good here. We could do 2 damage, but I'm going to take the Dredge. We don't really have that great here. We could draw, but I think overall I want to take Shadow Reflections. I want to take the Yogg Saron. So I can fill our hand. I'm going to innervate first. Fill our hand with Chaotic Tendies. Oh. And we're going to take out the... Oh. That's... Oh, well, we don't get the benefit of it, I guess. Take out the 4-2, and we'll play our first Chaotic Tendy. It's been a bit since we played these. Bam. Well, look at all these random spells and stuff. Shadowed Reflections. What do we want to do with Shadowed Reflections? Probably the Mine, maybe? But it's not buffed. Ah, and they already played that. Shoot. Okay. That's alright. I think we kind of just start sending these out, don't we? Hey, that's a Fi. Probably play that later. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's probably not... That's pretty good. And I'm going to play the Fi first in this case. And this is a 6 cost. I don't think there's any like AoE that I'll suffer from. So let's just play it. I'll take that. What happened if I killed it? Summon a demon? I don't think I really have. Doesn't really matter, but 3 damage. Okay, for a second there my game froze and I have a big visual bug, a big old Tendy. I could be mistaken, but if it's a similar deck what I'm playing with Scar was... Oh, shoot. Okay, big walking fountain. Full health. I guess we can just steal that, right? Use Solar Eclipse. Why is that? Like the images aren't going away. So we can Solar Eclipse. Oh, is this nature? No, it's not. Okay. Grab myself 2 of these. Why is my game being all buggy right now? Hover over this. Punch. Gosh, I am so sorry. Punch? Okay, good. They're just going to retreat. I hope my game... I might close it out here before we go to the next one. But there we have it. We got the win with the Shattered Druid. That is great. Interesting. Let's bring up the wheel, and I'll spin that before I move on to another game. We get some gold here. And we're moving on to some Control Priest. A little bit of Priesty Priest. Okay, well, I'm good with that. Hopefully you are too. So I will close out the game, and then we'll go try it with some Priest. I'm guessing Fan Club Forge. Do I keep clean the scenes against Warlock? I don't know if we really need that. Probably. I'm going to say no. This way we can Fan Club, Forge, play. Base of Shadeleaf could be good. Alright. I see you brought death. Guests. Why is death? I knew that. May as well play it. Okay, so it is Sludge. I mean, that's what I would have guessed, honestly, but still good to know. We'll probably keep this for after we attack with the Cyclopean Rager, because he will heal all our characters. Sure thing. Well, I don't want to just do this now. We just take their Barrel of Sludge to give them one less thing that they have. I mean, we have Steam Cleaner in our ETC. You can Trolley Problem away just like the coin. I'm gonna take Trolley Problem. That might be a mistake, to be honest. Obviously, it's going to depend on if we get the Steam Cleaner out at an opportune time. But as of right now, I think that's my opinion that is the best way to go. Sure. I can buy myself flowers. That is pretty brutal, though. I'm not gonna lie. So this can do 10 damage. So we can kill this coin and kill this. Trolley problem isn't really good here. Discards the coin. If we do 5 here, that's not good enough. So I'm going to coin this. And since I'm starting to think we might have to just Cyclopean Crusher to trade, and we won't get the heal anyway, let's just get one of our 3 health heals off. The next turn we can probably Trolley Problem or, like I said, the Rager, depending on if we have 1 target or multiple.
Corruption is the only outcome.
Well, Ziliax is pretty good here, actually. You can take out the 3/3 heal, force them to make another trade. This guy, or this thing, still being here is a bit of a pain point, though. However, I don't foresee any way of dealing with that. Trolley Problem discarding Shard of the Naru can take out 2 of these, but that still leaves like 15 damage, so that's not good enough, or 12 damage. We could actually use the Shard. Is this even good enough? It technically will get rid of 2 things and heal a bit. I just don't know what else it's going to do, but sure. We got to just survive, I think. They're going to get another 7/5 likely with this, which means they have, what, 15 damage on board, but I'm going to heal 3. Oh. That is not good. I think that's lethal, actually. Wow. Didn't even really get a chance to pop off with this one. Okay, well. Control Priest. We will go back up. Make sure we have the right thing open. That was a bit of a shocker, I'm not going to lie. We did hit gold, which I admit I now kind of forgot that we did not add a deck back in. We will take away Control Priest. And like I mentioned in the previous video, we're going to add back the Mining Paladin. So again, just as a reminder, because we did hit gold, I should have added a deck back last time. I did not. We'll spin the wheel, see what we can make happen. Ooh, Mining Warlock. I wonder if we're actually going to get a chance to actually see that go off this time. A real test of the deck. Let's go see. Okay, so we are the mining deck. Kind of like this, though. 2 different excavates, mortal excavation. Didn't probably need 2 different removal types, but that's okay. Last time we tried this deck, it didn't get as far to actually see it go off, so let's see what we can do. Now we are in gold, which admittedly, so just maybe a little discussion point here. I will say that I was looking at this like, oh, we're going to be playing a bunch of both good decks and fun decks, things I like to play, a little mixture of both. Shouldn't be a problem. Usually you can climb, or at least I should say we climb on this channel pretty quickly to the first few ranks up to maybe even Platinum Diamond relatively quickly, but changing decks around and making it kind of random and has been making getting the win streaks a little bit more difficult than I had originally anticipated. So, you know, excuses. But it's definitely proving to be more difficult than I originally had thought it would be. We don't need to heal. I think we're just gonna... Ooh, nice. I was thinking about playing Defile here. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Why not? This should kill this still. Bam bam. Diggy diggy jar jar do. Ooh, Deep Home Geode is really good. And we actually have the 4 and 5. If we want to go all the way to Legendary, we'll need a bouncer. Elia on Curve. That's juicy. We do have Doomkin, so instead of actually playing the Burrow Buster, we might coin Doomkin just so we can Doomkin a second time. And just basically win by trying to hinder our opponents from getting the manas. Especially since we're waiting to draw into some of our bounce effects anyway. Sure. Luckily we're not playing Reno. Ooh. This kind of makes it a little bit unfortunate. I'm not going to lie to you. There is a bounce effect. Makes this feel a little bit more interesting, especially because I can also take out the 4/4. But I think for right now, I want to coin Doomkin. the sooner we can start hindering their progress. Now, that being said, of course, now that we have 7 mana, we may not want to play Doomkin right away. We might Burrow Buster and like Deep Home Geode or something like that. And they're probably going to go all face here. They might value trade, but... Oh, no. Ooh. Okay. That hurts, admittedly. What can I do here? I can Mortal Eradication now and Deep Home Geode and hope that Mortal Eradication, 2 of them hits this. Good. Yeah. Deep Home Geode. And I guess just because we could like tap. Bam! Good job. Good job, Deep Home Geode. Ah, love you. Okay. Let's see. Doomkin. We're already getting kind of close to top mana. Like, digging is pretty important now. Especially because we can actually play Burrow Buster and Forge of Wills to get 2 big rushes. Probably what I'm going to do too, actually. Ah, Frostplague. No, now I can't. And Unholy. I mean, Unholy's not a big deal because this will just deal with that anyway. Kind of just makes me want to play the Doomkin. I'm not going to lie. This is going to be the only thing that survives. Can't play 2 things now. We're going to be playing this next turn, almost guaranteed. Sure. Scream! Although I admit, having the amount of plagues I have in my deck, it is a little scary. We will need to probably get the taunts.
We only need one.
Oof. Okay. Oh, what does that do? It's a buff and a puppy. Okay, so Frostplague is not it. Smoke Attack is not really it. We can play this again and now the Forge of Wills, but we are just dangerously close here. I think we Burrow Buster value, or yeah, get the trade and then play the Steelhide Mole instead. Yeah. Wow, what do we have? We have 3, 7, 9 plagues. Kind of going the same way as the previous game. Like, I felt like we had a good hand, but we're just getting demolished before we can even do anything. This plus a bounce, though, and a couple bounces could stabilize us over a turn or 2. That's why I went more defensive. Sure. That kind of takes that away from me. Okay, if we could... Okay. This is good. Bouncing it is good. I guess Forge of Wills. And then bounce. Yeah, I don't know. We're close. Technically, because they did get that 1 Blood Plague as well, though, we can't beat them next turn. Okay. They're just setting us up so plagues will kill us easier, that's all. 2 plagues, that's actually pretty likely. Oh, didn't get it either. Okay, how do we... There's gotta be a way we can do this, though. We can reverb the 5/5. That's 6 mana here. That's 9, 10 mana. We could Forge of Wills again. Forge of Wills. 7/7, hit the 5/5. Smokestack. Tunnel Trog's not quite good enough. We can bounce the snake. Okay. That is our final bounce. Although next turn we have, again, we can use the other Forge of Wills, get another rush if we have to. Definitely close. We gained 14 health, so... that 1 health is a big difference, because that 5 armor doesn't matter. But that 1 health or whatever they got from... For the 2 health they gained from that Blood Plague. Ooh. Was a good treasure. Both for... Yep. But they have to kill this. If they don't want to risk... Oh, no. Okay. Pretty lucky, admittedly, again. Especially because this time we don't have a bounce. So we almost have to reverb the 6/5. Like, defile. No. How do we do this? Reverb, defile, Azurite Snake. I have enough mana to play it all. So I guess we reverb, defile. I don't even have to Azurite Snake, I guess. We could... oh, yes, I do. To heal. That's why I want to do it. That is ugly. That scares me. But it's one of the only things I could think of doing. We don't have enough life to live if they have another big Chained Guardian type thing. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oh my gosh. Yep. I think that was still the right play, because if we Burrow Buster, we'd have less health even for that to go off. So I think that was just the right play for us that game. Admittedly, though, our wheel is getting super tiny. Boo. Do that way too often. That is unfortunate. But our wheel is getting smaller. Did not think we'd lose Mining Warlock. Let's just move it. Where'd that go? Mining Warlock gets removed. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And yeah, with that, if you enjoy, like, comment, and subscribe. We are now down to, it looks like, 15 decks, which isn't terrible, considering we could still add some back. We have, like, what, 3 more ranks to go. So if you enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe to see more, and we'll see you in the next one.